Hey Vision Chasers, it's Dr. Bird here. For every good decision, there are numerous bad decisions right there waiting for you to choose one of them. Now, obviously, successful people, they tend to lean towards the good decision. And there are a lot of people out there who really struggle in those moments because those bad decisions, they are very attractive because doing what you're not supposed to do can be a lot of fun. And that's why it's important that you don't lack in the area of self-control. Self-control is so important. Great leaders are masters of self-control, and I'm talking to you are a leader, and it's important that you master it and that you grow in the area of self-control. Now, I want to talk about two areas, and the two main areas of self-control which you need to master in your life. So the first one is obviously, the good versus the bad decisions. You need to have self-control in the area of good versus bad decisions. So obviously, let's say you're in school, you go to the bathroom, you see someone in there, you want to hit this, and so you've got a decision to make. There's a decision to make right there. Do you give in to the fact that you're stressed out, the stuff going on at home, man, I'm just going to go ahead and hit this, I'm going to just go ahead and do this? Or do you make the good decision, says, you know what, I can't even, I won't do that. I won't touch that. I'm not going to risk being kicked out of school. I've got so many important things that I'm trying to do with my life. No, I will not do that. Or here's another scenario. Your boss comes to you and says, hey, do you want to work an extra shift that'll get you off at 11 o'clock at night, knowing that you've got a math test and you're struggling in your math class, but you've got a math test the next day? You got a decision to make. Do you make the bad decision and say, you know what, I've been saving up for these J's. If I work this extra shift, then I'll be able to get these J's. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this money. Or do you make the good decision and say, you know what, I wish that I could. I really want those Jordans, but I have to go home and make sure that I'm 100% prepared for this math test tomorrow. That's the good decision. So that area of self-control is obvious. Good versus bad decisions. Obvious, right? But maybe you've got that down. Maybe you're pretty solid in the area of good versus bad decisions. Maybe that temptation to make those bad decisions isn't as strong with you. But there's another area of self-control that you really need to master, and that is how you spend your time. How you spend your time. And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Mr. 40 plus kills in Call of Duty Team Deathmatch because you're over there camping in the corner. I'm talking to you. Imagine what you're missing as the world is spinning and you're playing Call of Duty, taking people out in the back because you're camping in the corner. That's kind of personal for Dr. Bird. That's personal for me. So imagine the opportunities that you're missing. You'll never know because you're spending your summer days playing video games. So you have to pull yourself back and make sure that you're not missing out on anything because you're spending so much time invested in something that's not going to bring you a huge return. I'm talking to you. Hey, just because the name of the game is Fortnite, that doesn't mean you need to be playing it all night long, drinking Mountain Dew and going to sleep at 2 on a school night. That is, obviously that is a bad investment because what are you going to be like when it's time to wake up, when it's time to go to school? You're not going to be your very best. So that's a poor investment of your time. You need some self-control when it comes to playing video games. I'm talking to you. If you need to charge your phone at 8 o'clock in the morning because you spent so much time on your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever. Oh my gosh, you need some self-control as it relates to your phone. Because once again, what things are you missing out on, especially so early in the morning? You know, you've got to be chasing your vision of success. You should be focused on what your teacher is saying. Or you should be working, if you're at your job, you should be working, you should be doing the very best that you can so that you can get noticed for promotion and other opportunities. That's how you chase your vision of success. So to sum it up, you need to master self-control in the area of, good decisions versus bad decisions. That's the first area. That's the most obvious area. And then secondly, you need to be a master of self-control in how you invest your time. What are you spending your time on? And can you control yourself? I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun, but can you make sure that you're investing your time wisely so that you can chase your vision of success and that you're not missing opportunities to chase your vision of success along the way? Well, I want you to think about that. And until we meet again, please keep chasing the vision. Bye.